Hi, friend. So this is my Meyer lemon tree. She does need watered. I put my finger in about an inch and a half down in, and the soil was dry, so that told me yesterday it was just a smidge damp, and so that told me that it's ready to be watered, which is good because today is the day, Wednesdays, that I like to water all my plants. So I've got the watering down so that way I know when it needs watered again. And that truly makes me happy. Okay, so the leaves seem to be doing okay. I noticed on the leaves when I brought it in that it looked like something was chomping on it a little bit. I went through the leaves, under, over, just to make sure that, like right there, you can see, like something was chomping on it. Might have been my Doberman, but up here, which she was trying when it was little too. So it has grown this much since. In fact, we got new. Looky there, new growth. So she might have done this. I know that she bit into it, and she was very displeased with the outcome because, to be honest, folks, if I bit into this, I would probably be hurting as well. Um, Let me see if I can get a good picture. There you go. You see the thorns? They're so nice. Look at that thorn. That thing will hurt you. Got one right there, all the way down. And heck, you can see over here, look how chewed up that leaf was. So, my husband spent, I think it was like $30. I'll put a link to the Myer tree, or the name of the place, in my description in case you're interested. I don't know if you've watched any of my previous videos concerning it, but it self-pollinates, so I don't have to worry about, getting bees and butterflies and all that to come and pollinate it. It is a self-pollinator. It was probably about 2 foot tall when I first got it, and that was summer, beginning of summer, not spring, summer. And you can see how much it's grown. So it's probably 4 or 5 feet tall now. It's a fast growing tree. It has lemons on it. Well, not now, but it will. Hopefully next year it'll start producing lemons. But it is a cross between an orange, a sweet orange, and a lemon. And so you get your sweet and savory with it. We got the big container. I like the barrel look. We did line it with plastic, like a big plastic 55-gallon drum liner, and put dirt in it and stuff. We did put holes in the drum liner, but we also have them poked, in holes in the container as well, and then the plastic kind of goes down in, around the hole to protect it. But we have it on a dolly, I think they're called. The dolly was like $56, but it holds like 500 pounds. And it rolled through a wet, bumpy, sticks in my yard. It just rolled right through it. Not too many problems. And then we had to lift it and bring it into the house. Rolled through the house perfect. So It took, I believe, 12 bags of dirt. Those medium to small bags. And I got 30 pounds of rock in the bottom to help with drainage. This is the size. My husband was like, you know what? Because as they said that you're only supposed to go just a couple inches bigger. You know, when you put it in the in a pot. My husband was like, no, we're just going to get something that is going to fit this tree permanently. Because taking a tree out and putting it back in, you can damage it, you can kill it, you can, hurt yourself, uh, just tons of money, because then you're dumping dirt out and you're losing some dirt, then you're going to add more dirt, and it's just a lot. So we got it in a pot that'll be in for the rest of its life. It's supposed to get up to about 8 feet tall, which my ceilings are like 9 feet, so we're pretty close. And we do give it some sticks, fertilizing sticks, not through the winter, but come spring we'll give it some more. So, because basically we want it to kind of hibernate through the winter. Give it a break, let it relax. So on to the next. I figured you would be interested in reading just a smidge about it, so that way you can get a better idea of the Meyer lemon tree. So I took a picture of it, and here it is. This is my lavender tree. It looks like it's dying on me, and it just might be. I mean, I'll take the lavender and I'll make lavender oil out of it, because lavender oil gets rid of headaches, and it's also relaxing. So, I mean, if it dies on me, I'll just take what I can and we'll see what happens. I mean, I do see a little bit of green on it, but it just looks more, and it feels more dead than alive. So, but boy, it sure smells good. And I've been doing what it told me to do, but I just think that maybe the transition, or cause it was in the ground, and I took it out of the ground and I put it in a pot. It doesn't like a lot of water, so I didn't water it because it just got done raining, so I just didn't want to water it. And anyways, it just looks like the transition was too much, being taken out of the ground, putting it in a pot, and then bringing it in the house. So I may lose that, but you learn. If I get another one, I'll end up probably keeping it in my house. I just won't even put it outside. Or if I do put it outside, I'll just put it in a pot. So, but I mean, it's got nice pods. And this is a plant that does not like a lot of water. It don't like sitting in damp soil. It likes to be watered and then left alone, and then watered again whenever it needs it, like 2 inches down into the soil. All right, look at that aloe. That was the first time I've had an aloe that looked that good. So tell me if I can cut those dead off without hurting the aloe. You can see the dead in the back and dead right here. I'd really like to do that to kind of clean it up. You got a little bit of dead right there. And I really don't know a lot about aloes, and I need to do research on it. I just haven't had time with everything else. But let me know what you think about the aloe. If you've got one, what you've done, maybe some little tips and tricks, and because I'd really like to grow mine. And I usually can grow anything, but these aloes, boy, they're hard. But it doesn't seem weak. Seems pretty, everything seems pretty sturdy. It's got babies down there, you see. So, I mean, I must have been doing something right while it was just outside, too. So, that could be the the reason behind it, but it is under the grow light. It is in front of that light right there. You can see on the windowsill. It is in front of the window, so I mean, I'm giving it enough light, but how much water do I give them? How, you know, what do I do? Do I give them, you know, fertilizers? What do I give them? So if you can give me a comment about it, I'd surely appreciate it. And here is my center arrangement. Really not sure if it's going to survive. This right here looks like it's having difficulties, but it has babies right here. And again, it just came in, so it was probably from being outside. I don't know. And you can see right here, it's dying. That right there, you can see. So I'm going to have to get back here and clean. I'll put that there. So I don't know. My husband told me that if it doesn't, he'll just replace it next year, because it was really beautiful through the summer months, spring and summer and early fall. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't even know the name of this plant. You know, so it's going to be really hard to know what to get. But he says he knows. And I, you know, like I said, there's just a lot of dead in here. A lot of dead. You see, I just pulled out more dead. So I'm going to have to clean all that up. Clean my floor up. It's got all dead. And then go from there. The puppies haven't come back here, thank goodness. So haven't had to clean up any messes. And they've been going outside, so that's a plus. So here's my mother-in-law's tongue, snake plant. I don't know exactly what it's really called, but and I don't know the big terminology for the plant, the name. But it's doing really well. It had a lot of curled leaves, but I retransplanted it, and it gave us some, you know, some more soil, and of course I watered it. It needs it again, but you can see, I mean, it's doing a lot better. It's growing. So we'll see how that turns out as well. So all in all, so far, my review on this is, I don't see any damage from being really brought in, except for a couple of the weaker plants. And, you know, and I think that damage was starting before it came in. So, but you can see, and there's not a lot of room back here. This is the one I'm concerned about. But I'll water it here today and get out any dead. And it does have, it is unfurling some leaves. Let me see if I can get it to focus in. Like right there, you can see it. So we'll see. Okay, friends, well, that's it. That's my once a week review on the Meyer lemon and all the other plants to see if this grow light will be able to keep them alive through the winter. Okay, friend, you take care.